Okay, let's dive in. Today, we're looking at, well, navigating those common struggles we all face, right? We've got this really helpful guide. It kind of zeroes in on 10 specific challenges everyone runs into and offers some simple ways to think about them, like a shortcut, maybe.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the source is pretty straightforward. 10 common struggles, some simple advice, a bit of encouragement for each. Our mission here is really to pull out the most useful bits, the core ideas, maybe why they work.
Absolutely. So let's jump right in with the first one. It's a big one, human relationships. The core advice is kind of freeing, actually. It basically says, look, you don't have to try hard to get along with absolutely everyone.
Right. It suggests valuing yourself, maybe adjusting the distance sometimes. That's okay. That's a valid choice.
It really pushes back against that pressure, doesn't it, to be universally liked?
Exactly. It gives you permission, sort of, to say, this isn't clicking, and that's fine. It's more about managing your own energy.
And the quote that goes with it really hammers that home. Even if there are people you don't get along with, that's natural. You'll definitely find people who suit you. Simple, but pretty profound.
Such a good reminder not to force things.
Okay, moving on to the next big one this guide tackles. Money anxiety. Always a fun topic.
Right. But the advice is super practical. It just says, start by visualizing, like actually see your income and expenses.
Grounds you, doesn't it? Instead of just this vague cloud of not enough worry.
Yeah, seeing the numbers, it shows you where you might actually have some control. And it reminds you, like, even tiny savings add up.
The encouragement ties right into that.
Yeah.
One step at a time, without rushing. Start with the parts of money anxiety you can control. Manageable steps.
Exactly. Small steps.
Next up, health worries. The source suggests small lifestyle tweaks can actually lead to pretty big improvements.
Yeah, simple things, right? Like deep breathing, maybe just a short walk. Powerful tools, apparently, for mind and body.
It taps into that idea of building momentum, I think. You don't need some massive overhaul right away.
Right. Doing something small, but consistently, that builds confidence. Makes bigger steps feel less, scary later on. It's about working with your body.
And the quote captures that perfectly. Your body is on your side. Move forward while taking care of it. Like a partnership.
A collaboration.
Okay, how about future anxiety? The guide acknowledges, yeah, the future's unknown. Being anxious is, well, normal.
But the key advice is really interesting. Focus on living fully now. Because the future kind of takes shape from what you're doing today, right?
It shifts the focus, doesn't it? From trying to control the uncontrollable.
Exactly, to empowering your actions today. Your present efforts are the real building blocks.
And the encouragement is a gentle nudge. Instead of worrying about tomorrow, brace yourself for today. Value the effort now.
Acknowledging the present, yeah.
Then there are work problems. It's so easy to feel, I don't know, inadequate sometimes. But the guide says, try to recognize the effort you're putting in, even if you're not passionate about it. And, importantly, sometimes stopping, taking a break, that's necessary.
That speaks volumes about self-compassion, I think, in a world that's often just about results. Your worth isn't just your output. Recognizing your effort is step one, and knowing when to pause. That's actually strength.
The quote gives a longer view. Today's hardships will be fuel for your future self. Perspective.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, a challenge many face. Low self-esteem. The core advice. Stop comparing yourself to others. Obvious maybe, but hard.
Easier said than done, right? But the action point is key. Actively look for your own small progress compared to yesterday or last week.
Comparison is the thief of joy, they say. This advice turns your focus inward.
Right. Focusing on your own growth, however small it seems, that builds a more authentic self-worth, independent of what others are doing.
And the central message is powerful. You have value that is unique to you.
A core truth.
Love and marriage problems. The guide offers a quite a liberating view here. It says, those traditional paths aren't the only way to be happy.
Yeah, what really matters, it suggests, is finding a dynamic, or maybe no dynamic, that feels right and comfortable for you.
It really makes you think about, society's expectations versus your own fulfillment.
Absolutely. It validates different paths. Your well-being is the real measure, isn't it?
And the quote broadens things beautifully. Time spent alone is also a precious form of love. Love for oneself, perhaps.
A lovely thought.
Next, time use and priorities. This one's interesting. The advice is kind of counterintuitive. Don't just make a to-do list. Decide what you need to stop doing.
The focus on subtraction, yeah, it's clever. By consciously letting go of time drainers, you naturally create space for what matters. often without adding more stress.
And for anyone feeling overwhelmed, this is comforting. Even if you take it easy, your value doesn't change. Your worth isn't tied to being constantly busy.
So important to remember.
Okay, point 9. Parent care and family problems.
Yeah.
This can be incredibly tough.
Really heavy stuff, yeah.
And the crucial advice is crystal clear. Do not try to bear it all alone. The source highlights that there are often way more support services out there than people realize.
That's vital. Seeking help, setting boundaries. It's not weakness, it's strategic. It protects everyone, including you.
The guide offers this gentle but firm reminder. You are also a valuable family member. Don't sacrifice yourself too much. Protect yourself too.
Crucial.
And finally, number 10, loneliness and isolation. If you feel that deep desire to connect,
Yeah.
the guide says that feeling itself is proof you're capable of connection, proof of your inherent kindness.
That reframes it, doesn't it? Loneliness isn't a flaw, it's a signal. A human need.
Right. And it suggests starting small, maybe engaging a bit online, looking for local meetups, tiny steps.
Recognizing the desire is the first step. And yeah, even tiny actions can start building those bridges.
The final encouragement is quite hopeful.
Yeah.
You're not alone. If you speak out, surely someone will respond. Reaching out.
So, looking across all 10 points, there's a real consistent theme emerging, I think. These struggles are universal, yes, they're hard, but the path forward seems to involve, well, acknowledging feelings without judgment, finding where you do have some agency, and taking small, manageable steps. It's less about, like, wrestling the problem to the ground and more about gently navigating with self-compassion.
Exactly. And these are just starting points, right, from this particular source. It's just meant to give you a framework, some initial ways into these big life issues.
Right. So perhaps a final thought for you, the listener, to consider. Building on this idea of small steps, if you were to pick just one of these struggles that resonates right now, what might be one single, tiny, maybe even self-compassionate step you could take? Just to acknowledge it and maybe start moving forward, even a little.